What is going on, people of the extranet? Tyler here with Random Automotive. Today, got a little problem with the Ford. As you notice, the gas door just kind of flops around everywhere. And when I go around corners, the gas door just pops open like that and stays open. And I'm starting to get tired of people saying this.
Hey buddy, your gas door is open.
While it is nice of them, it's hard to explain, hey, you know, that's just how it is. So today we're going to show you, hopefully, how to fix this. So first things first, we're going to take this little cap off here. It just pulls off with a little clip. I'm going to set that up there. Now we've got a couple of bolts to take out. So you got 3 bolts here, and a 5/16 socket will do the trick. All right, so now that these 3 bolts are out, we're going to have to climb underneath the truck and look at it upwards, and I'll show you the next part you'll have to take off. Okay, so underneath the truck, there are 1, 2, and 3 clips you're going to have to release. Push it up. I can't hold the camera and do this at the same time. I'm probably going to stand up and get over there because this is a long bed truck, so the fuel neck is literally like 3 feet from me on the ground right now. So I'm going to try to push these clips in, and it should pop out at that point. You may just have to finagle it a little bit, but it will come out. Okay, so I got it off. So what I had to do is those clips I was showing you, I had to stick my hand up through this fender well, push it in, and get a flathead screwdriver just along the edge. And while I was pushing it in, pull at the same time, and it did pop out. So as with most of these Fords, the common problem is here. This pin that holds it in, you can see is much higher than it probably should be, and it's sitting at an angle. And you look down here, and it's completely off. So I pulled the entire gas cap assembly off. The spring just popped off, and the pin. What we're going to do is we're going to stick the gas cap back in there. We're going to look down this hole and get everything perfectly aligned. Can't do that on camera, but you can look down it and see when it's perfectly aligned. Okay, so you may be able to look down there and see, you may not. Yep, right there. You can see it's perfectly aligned. So we're going to kind of drop that there for a second. You see there's a notch on the pin. The notch has got to go in the 2 notches. So you see there's one on the front and the back of that pin. So it's going to go in that angle just like that. Slide it in. Okay, so take your rear end here. Get that pin where it was completely lined up and push it all the way down as far as you can. Okay, so now that you've done that, the pin should be sticking out just a little bit there. Now we're going to put our spring back on. So the spring goes in and down like that. And then we'll clip onto this here. Okay, so it was hard to put the spring back on and show you how it worked. I went over the outside with it this time. So you got a little bit sticking out there, but it gives you a little bit more tension. And then it's stuck in on this side. So now, if I open the door, which is hard to do one-handed, you can see it kind of pops open, and then to close it, it goes over the latch and stays closed. Now, that is sort of a temporary fix because it will probably do it again. You can see here, there's really nothing holding that pin down. So what I've seen some people do, I'm not going to do it today, but I've seen them put a little screw, just tiny screw, on the end of this. That keeps it from riding back out that way, and that would be a permanent fix, and you would never have to deal with it again. But this truck has 200,000 miles on it, and if it's just started doing it, it may be good for another 200. Okay, so the going back on process is relatively simple. We just got to get it lined up perfectly in there. Okay, so to put it back on, sorry I didn't record this because I was kind of fighting it. You're going to take the outer part that's sticking out. You remember seeing that a second ago. You're going to go in first. It's going to stop right about here. You're just going to push it hard as you can, and then it may set askewed out a little bit. If you twist and turn it, you'll hear it all lock in. So now those 3 snaps are back in. Now we just got to replace our bolts here. So now that we've got the 3 bolts secured, we're just going to replace our little easy fuel cap. It just goes on there and snaps in like so, if I can figure it out. And there we go. Now let's take a look at the final result. Look at that. So much better than it was before. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I'm going to clean this up a little bit. Be sure to like it, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. We got more coming. So until next time, we'll catch you in the next one.